Good morning to all. Welcome back to Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Today we are going to discuss our next topic, midpoint theorem and its converse. Midpoint theorem states the line segment joining any two midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. And also we will study what is its converse. Okay. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about midpoint theorem as well as its converse and some problems based on these theorems. Okay, let's watch. Theorem. The line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. Okay. Line segment joining midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and half of it. See, this is a triangle ABC and all other are our constructions. So, listen, we draw a line CF parallel to AB and we extend this line to a point F such that DE length and EF length are equal. So this is our construction, and D and E, these 2 points are midpoints of the sides AB and AC. So midpoint theorem says, listen, the line segment joining these midpoints, that is DE line, is parallel to the third side. What is the third side? BC. Because we already considered AB side and AC side, because these midpoints are lies on these two sides. So the line joining these midpoints DE is parallel to third side, that is DE is parallel to BC and half of it means DE length is half of the length of BC. So this is our midpoint theorem. Okay. So in any triangle, the line segment joining midpoints of any two sides is parallel to third side and half of it. So listen, to prove this, let us consider these two triangles. Okay. These two triangles. By our construction, listen, DE length and EF length, these two lengths are equal. DE is equal to EF. Now look at here, these two angles. Okay, these two angles are equal. Angle AED and angle CEF. These two angles are equal because both are vertically opposite angles. Okay. Now listen, what about these two angles? Angle ADE and angle EFC. Listen, by our construction, BA or AB is parallel to CF. That is, these two lines are parallel and DF is transversal. Okay. So these two angles are our alternate angles and these alternate angles are equal. So angle ADE is equal to angle CFE. What is the reason? Alternate angles. So we have in this triangle two angles and a side, and this side is lies between these two angles and therefore this side is a included side. So two angles and included side. What is the congruence relation? Yes, it is ASA. So by ASA congruence rule, we can say that triangle ADE, okay, triangle ADE is congruent to triangle CFE. Okay, these two triangles are congruent to each other. So by CPCT rule, listen, by CPCT rule, listen, the side AD and the side CF are equal. Look at here, AD and CF are equal. Now listen, it is given that D is midpoint of AB. Midpoint means AD length and DB length are equal. Okay. AD is same as DB. Here AD is equal to CF. So DB is also equal to CF. Okay. DB is equal to CF. These are two sides, DB and CF. So these two sides are equal, and by our construction DB is parallel to CF. So these two are opposite sides of this quadrilateral DFCB. So in this quadrilateral, one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel implies, listen, DFCB is a parallelogram. Okay, DFCB is a parallelogram. Listen, DFCB is a parallelogram means both pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. So listen, DF side and BC side. DF and BC. These two sides are equal and parallel also. Okay. DF is equal to BC and DF is parallel to BC. Look at here. DF is parallel to BC means DE is parallel to BC and EF is parallel to BC because DE and EF are part of what? DF. So DF is parallel to BC same as DE is parallel to BC. So listen, DE is our line segment joining the midpoints. BC side is our third side. So line segment joining the midpoint is parallel to third side. So okay. Now we need to prove this length is half of BC. So from here we can write what is DF? DF is the combination of DE and EF, isn't it? So DE plus EF is equal to BC. Now DE and EF both are equal by our construction. So this can be written as DE plus DE equal to BC. DE plus DE is 2DE. 2DE is equal to BC or DE is equal to half of BC. Okay. So listen. You have to concentrate the midpoint theorem. Okay, no need to by heart all these steps. So midpoint theorem states that line segment joining midpoints of any two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and its length is half of this third side. Okay, let's see its converse. So converse means suppose we have a triangle ABC and D is midpoint of AB and draw a line through this midpoint which is parallel to another side, then definitely this line is passing through the midpoint of third side. Okay, what is converse says? One condition is a line passing through midpoint. That is first condition. Passing through midpoint of one side. Okay, midpoint of one side. And this line is parallel to another side. Okay, parallel to another side. So we consider two sides. So definitely this line, okay, passing through this midpoint, this line bisects the third side. Bisects means divided it into two parts. Bisects the third side. That's our converse. So midpoint theorem as well as converse, both are two important theorems. Now see exercise 8.2. All the questions are based on this midpoint theorem and the converse of this midpoint theorem. Okay, let's watch. 8.2. See the question. Question number 1. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which P, Q, R, S are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. AC is a diagonal. Show that SR is parallel to AC and SR equal to half of AC. PQ is equal to SR and PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay. See the figure. ABCD is a quadrilateral. A four-sided closed figure is given. P, Q, R, S. Okay. P is the midpoint of AB. Q is the midpoint of BC. R is the midpoint of CD. And S is the midpoint of AD. P, Q, R, S are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Now, AC is the diagonal. In the question it is given. Okay. Show that SR is parallel to AC. SR is half of AC. PQ is equal to SR and PQRS is a parallelogram. So, listen. Consider this triangle ABC. Okay. Let's see this triangle ABC. In this triangle, P and Q are midpoints of these two sides. So, join these two midpoints. So, we get a line segment PQ. So, PQ is the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides. So, in this triangle, we can apply midpoint theorem. So, by midpoints theorem, the line segment joining these two midpoints is parallel to the third side. What is the third side? AC. Because P lies in AB, Q lies in BC. So, two sides of the triangle ABC we considered. So, naturally, what is the third side? AC. So, by midpoint theorem, the line segment joining these two midpoints is parallel to third side. That is, BQ is parallel to AC and half of it. Half of it means PQ is equal to half of AC. Okay. Similarly, consider this triangle ADC. Join these two midpoints SR. Okay. Again apply midpoint theorem in this triangle. So, the line segment joining these two midpoints SR is parallel to the third side. Third side is AC and SR is half of AC. So, look at these two. PQ is parallel to AC, SR is parallel to AC. Okay. PQ parallel to AC, SR is parallel to AC. That means PQ and SR both are parallel. Okay. PQ is parallel to SR. Now, PQ is half of AC, SR is half of AC. We can say that PQ is equal to SR. So, we have PQ is parallel to SR and PQ is equal to SR. Listen, if we joining these two, PS and QR, we get a quadrilateral PQRS. In this quadrilateral PQRS, PQ side and SR side, these two sides are equal and parallel. So, in any quadrilateral, if one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel, implies the quadrilateral is a parallelogram. That is, PQRS is a parallelogram. That's our third one. And PQ is equal to SR. That is our second one. And here we already proved SR is parallel to AC and SR equal to half of AC. So, this is our first question. It's an easy one. Simply take any two triangles and apply midpoint theorem. Okay.